Here in Chicago Stadium tonight, it's Game 5 of a 6-game homestand for the Bulls as they host the New Jersey Nets. Good evening, everyone. This is Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr. The Bulls and the Nets here in the stadium tonight, in Chicago trying to make it 3 straight victories. The Bulls have a chance to go 3 games over the 500 mark. And, Johnny, they're playing against a team that really needs a road win, and maybe one that's overdue to get one.
Boy, they've only got 2 road wins, Jim, and they don't let up. They don't get blown out of a lot of games, and we certainly haven't had that kind of a team that we can blow teams out. We better be ready tonight because they'll have one guy up front that I thought legitimately should have made the All-Star team, and that's Buck Williams.
Indeed. Buck Williams, who has really been the solidifying force for this Nets team through a season of injuries and all kinds of problems. He is second in the NBA in rebounding. He is first in the league in total rebounds, and he comes to play every single night. And, of course, it goes without saying, a guy that comes to play every single night, number 23, Michael Jordan.
Boy, has he put some great numbers on in the last 5 games that we played here. 5 assists, 5 steals, and his 37 points, and he's also been a big factor rebounding-wise.
Michael Jordan, who, as those numbers would point out, has been very active. His body is really alive, and this, I talked to Doug Collins about it before the game, I think, is because his practice minutes have been limited.
That's right. The day off that he gets, he has not really had to work that hard. They take it easy on him. They let him get through a little bit, but also he's getting some extra help in the game, such as a guy like Sedale Treat.
Sedale Treat had an outstanding game against Atlanta the other night. 21 points for Sedale Treat. That is his Bulls high. He only missed by 7 points of establishing a new season high. He had a game earlier this year with the 76ers in which he scored 27 points in the game. And he's the kind of guy that you and I use the expression, he can scramble the eggs when he comes in. If things are going a little lethargic, boy, you put Sedale Treat in there and all of a sudden the tempo gets picked up.
Absolutely, and he played with Michael Jordan, something he hasn't done in the past. They're trying to keep him in the game together. He has done an outstanding job. It looks like he's found his jumper again. Indeed
he has. He was really on target the other night against Atlanta. So the New Jersey Nets are here with just 2 road wins, as we talked about. The Bulls hit the 20 victory plateau at home with their win over the Hawks the other night. The Bulls are looking at a road game at New Jersey this weekend after they host the Milwaukee Bucks on Saturday afternoon. For a closer look at the Bulls and the Nets, let's go to Johnny and get his scouting report.
Thanks, Jim. Tonight on Kerr's Scouting Report, we'll look at the Nets, who are 2-25 on the road. The Bulls are 20-8 in the stadium. First category offense, I'll give that to Michael Jordan, Oakley, and Paxson over Buck Williams, Ray Williams, and Jaminski. The defense, I'll give that to the Bulls if the intensity is there. The third category rebounds, I like Oakley, Corzine, and Mike Brown over Jaminski and Buck Williams. The bench, well, I like Treat, Sellers, and Brown over McKenna and Coleman. Transition should be better tonight against this team, and the Nets are not a very good ball club. The turnovers, I'll give that to the Nets. They do throw the ball away an awful lot. The first 5 categories will go to pot if they let the Nets get too red hot.
Okay, Johnny, the Bulls own 2 victories over New Jersey. Both of those successes came here in Chicago Stadium, and one of them went right down to the wire, a tip-in by Mike Brown to win it. We'll be back with the introductions after these messages on the Bulls Network.
Does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So the national anthem tonight here in Chicago Stadium. The Bulls have a crowd that's under their average, which is over 15,000. We are ready to go with the introductions. Let's go to Tommy Edwards.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineup for the New Jersey Nets. At forward from Maryland, 6'8", number 52, Buck Williams. 6'6" forward from Maryland, number 55, Albert King. At center from Duke, 6'11", number 42, Mike Jaminski. From Syracuse, 6'2" guard, number 1, Dwayne Washington. And guard from Arkansas, 6'6", number 35, Tony Brown.
Dave Wohl with Williams and King in the forward spots. Jaminski in the middle. Tony Brown, the native Chicago, in a one-guard position. And Dwayne Washington, their 6'2" rookie, at the other guard spot. Now the house lights go off for the Bulls introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. And forward from Duke, 6'8", number 20, Gene Banks. 6'9" forward from Virginia Union, number 34, Charles Oakley. And center from DePaul, 6'11", number 40, Dave Corzine. 6'2" guard from Notre Dame, number 5, John Paxson. From North Carolina, 6'6" guard, number 23, Michael Jordan.
Doug Collins keeping everything the same with Banks and Oakley at the forward spots. Corzine at the center position. Paxson and Jordan at the guard line. The officials tonight, Jack Madden and Mel Whitworth. And the matchups this evening, King and Banks, Williams and Oakley. That's a good one. Jaminski and Corzine. That's pretty good too. Tony Brown, John Paxson, and Dwayne Washington and Michael Jordan. Doug Collins and the Bulls at 27 and 25. The Bulls with a 1-point win here and a 10-point win here in games with the Nets this year.
Well, we didn't mention either about Orlando Woolridge played in the last game, Jim. He'll be playing in this one coming off of a leg injury.
Both teams shoot about the same, around 47%. And the free throwing, a slight edge to Chicago, 77% to 74%. Orlando Woolridge, the former Bull, in uniform. He'll be available tonight for Dave Wohl, as Johnny mentioned.
Hey, Ray Williams, too. He is starting to play great basketball for this club.
Ray Williams, 6 games with the Nets after they brought him on. And some controversy involving Otis Birdsong's contract, I see.
They're trying to avoid it. They've got a lawsuit to try to avoid it because they felt he was hurt before the season started. He signed his new contract.
Corzine tips it, but Buck Williams controls, and the Nets have it in the front court. Washington angles right, and Paxson guards him. Williams head of the key, plays it outside left to Albert King. King guarded by Banks. Washington feeds it right side to Tony Brown. Down low right, Buck Williams. Back out to Washington. He dropped it. 6 to shoot. Now he picks it up. Washington, top of the circle shot. Nope. Rebound knocked around. Almost went in the basket. And finally, Michael Jordan clears it ahead to Paxson. Pax up court to Oakley. Charles Oakley holding in the right corner. Oakley guarded by Williams. Down the lane, Corzine. He lost the handle going up, but a foul on Jaminski.
Now, Charles Oakley normally takes that shot in the corner. He waited, and Corzine came down to set up. It just kept going. Got the nice bounce pass, and you see Madden raise his hand as he said, "You got him, Jaminski."
Corzine is a 76% free thrower, averaging just under 8 points a game, and he rims the free throw good, the first point of the night. Corzine didn't miss against Atlanta the other night. That free throw is in. 2-0 Chicago. Washington dribbled the ball out of bounds. Dwayne Washington, part of his problem in the playmaking role is too many turnovers.
Toughest position to learn as a rookie, Jim, the distribution of the ball, who your teammates are, and who the enemy is.
That was simply careless handling of the ball.
Yes, sir.
Bulls on the attack. Corzine has it out front. Paxson cutting left. Pax plays it back to Oakley. Top of the circle jumper. Rimming no. Rebound Albert King. King pushes it up on the dribble. Jaminski has it top of the circle. Wide left is Washington. Paxson guards him. Shot clock at 14. Dwayne Washington gives it up to King. Inside Buck Williams for the layup. He missed it. Got his own rebound. Then he was fouled going up with a shot. And Buck Williams will shoot too. Dave Corzine guilty of the foul.
Boy, Williams missed that layup. They had a little pick situation to try to rub each other off underneath. Tony Brown came across, got it to Buck Williams. He missed, but stayed inside. You talked about it, Jim. What a great rebounder this guy is. He stayed right after and drew the foul.
he and Charles Oakley in that matchup that